Have you ever felt like society quietly told you that intimacy has an expiration date? That past a certain age, desire should fade, curiosity should be silenced, and pleasure should be left in the past? If so, you're not alone. But today, I want to challenge that narrative. In this video, I invite you into a deeply personal and open conversation, one that goes beyond physical connection and explores something much more profound: how intimacy evolves with age and why it should never be dismissed or overlooked. For far too long, we've been conditioned to believe that passion is reserved for youth, that growing older means shutting the door on sensuality and exploration. But the truth is quite the opposite. With experience comes a deeper sense of self-awareness, a richer emotional depth, and a greater understanding of what it truly means to connect, not just physically, but emotionally and spiritually. And yet, there are still topics within intimacy that remain unspoken, clouded by stigma and uncertainty. One of those topics is anal intimacy in older age, a subject that often sparks curiosity, hesitation, or even discomfort. But why? Why do we feel reluctant to explore conversations that could help us lead more fulfilling, connected, and satisfying lives? If you've ever wondered about this aspect of intimacy, whether out of curiosity, personal interest, or a desire to strengthen your connection with your partner, this video is for you. Today, we're breaking down the myths, addressing the questions that many are too afraid to ask, and providing the knowledge and reassurance that can help you make informed, confident decisions. Small Blue Diamond: how does aging affect intimacy, and what role does anal pleasure play in later life? Small Blue Diamond: is it safe? What do you need to know about preparation, comfort, and health? Small Blue Diamond: how can couples approach this conversation with trust, openness, and confidence? Small Blue Diamond: why is communication the most powerful tool in exploring new forms of intimacy? This is not about persuasion. It's about education, empowerment, and understanding. Because your body is still yours to cherish, your pleasure is still yours to explore, and your right to experience deep connection does not fade with time. So, let's talk about it. With honesty, with respect, and with the knowledge that passion does not have an age limit. Stay with me until the end of this video, because what you discover today might change the way you see intimacy for the rest of your life. If you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, I encourage you to click the subscribe button and ring the notification bell to stay updated on all our latest content. I'm eager to hear your thoughts on today's topic. If you enjoy the content, please comment 1 below. If it doesn't resonate with you, leave a 0. Your feedback is crucial as it helps me create better videos that align with your interests. Now, let's get started. Today, I want to invite you into a deeply personal, open, and meaningful conversation. One that goes beyond the surface of sexuality and delves into the realms of physical connection, emotional fulfillment, and psychological well-being. This is not just about discussing a particular aspect of intimacy. It's about embracing the changes that come with age, about celebrating the beauty of experience, and about recognizing that pleasure, desire, and connection do not fade with time, they evolve. For far too long, society has sent the message that passion belongs only to the young. That past a certain age, intimacy should take a back seat, that curiosity should be dimmed, that exploration should be set aside. But nothing could be further from the truth. The later years of life present an extraordinary opportunity, one where love, connection, and sensuality can take on even greater significance. With age comes an unmatched level of self-awareness, a richer emotional depth, and a refined understanding of what it means to connect with another person, not just physically, but emotionally and spiritually. This space is for you. For those who have crossed the threshold of 50 and beyond, who have experienced the highs and lows of life, who have lived through love, loss, joy, and change. It is for those who now stand in a phase where the body has transformed, yes, but where the mind and soul have expanded. It is a space free from judgment, where we can talk about intimacy in a way that honors our desires, respects our bodies, and acknowledges the reality that pleasure is not reserved for the young. And today, I want us to have an honest, compassionate discussion about an aspect of intimacy that is still, in many ways, considered taboo: anal intimacy in older age. Even saying those words out loud may make some uncomfortable. Many of us were raised in environments where such topics were never spoken about, where curiosity about pleasure was met with shame, and where exploring different forms of intimacy was deemed inappropriate. But here, in this moment, I want to invite you to set aside those old narratives, to replace shame with curiosity, fear with understanding, and hesitation with knowledge. In my years of experience as a doctor and sexologist, I have had countless conversations with men and women who have found themselves yearning for deeper connection, new sensations, and untapped pleasure in their later years. Many have confided in me about their questions and concerns, some with embarrassment, others with quiet curiosity. Some have long suppressed their desires, believing that their time for passion had passed. Others have felt unsure of how to approach new experiences with their partner. But regardless of their starting point, one truth remains. Intimacy, in all its forms, is something that belongs to everyone, at every stage of life. Now, let's address some of the key aspects of this conversation. The first and most important thing to understand is that, like all aspects of sexuality, anal intimacy is deeply personal. There is no one-size-fits-all approach. What is pleasurable for one person may not be for another. Some may be intrigued by the idea, while others may feel uncertain. And that is okay. The goal of this discussion is not to persuade, but to inform, to create a space where every individual can make empowered, educated choices about their own body and pleasure. If you are still watching this video, and find these lessons useful, please comment number 1 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. As we age, our bodies naturally undergo changes, and understanding these changes is key to maintaining a fulfilling sex life. One of the most noticeable shifts is a decrease in skin and tissue elasticity. This applies to all parts of the body, including the anal area. Additionally, reduced natural lubrication is common, which means that comfort and preparation become even more essential for those who wish to explore this form of intimacy. One of the most critical elements of ensuring a pleasurable and comfortable experience is lubrication. Many people underestimate its importance, but it is absolutely vital. As we age, our skin and tissues become more delicate, making friction more noticeable and, at times, uncomfortable. A high-quality lubricant, whether water-based, silicone-based, or hybrid, can make an extraordinary difference, transforming what might otherwise be an uncomfortable experience into one of smooth, sensual pleasure. Choosing the right lubricant is key, as some offer longer-lasting effects and different textures to suit individual preferences. Beyond physical preparation, the emotional and psychological aspects of intimacy are just as important, if not more so. For many, exploring a new form of intimacy requires a deep sense of trust with one's partner. Communication is the foundation of any fulfilling sexual experience, and this is especially true when trying something new. Talking openly about desires, concerns, boundaries, and expectations can turn an experience from uncertain to exhilarating. Mutual understanding fosters relaxation, which in turn enhances pleasure. A common question I receive from older adults is anal intimacy safe for me at my age? The answer is that when practiced correctly, with patience, proper preparation, and a gentle approach, it is no more harmful than any other form of intimacy. In fact, studies published in respected sexology journals indicate that sexual fulfillment after 50 does not diminish. In many cases, it flourishes. Why? Because by this stage in life, many individuals have a newfound confidence in themselves and their relationships. They no longer feel the pressures of proving anything. They are free from the insecurities that may have once held them back, and they have developed a greater appreciation for pleasure in its most genuine form. This shift allows for a deeper, more intentional connection with a partner, one that is rooted in genuine desire rather than expectation. One of the most liberating aspects of intimacy in later years is the ability to fully embrace one's own needs and desires without guilt or societal pressure. There is no rush, no expectation, no need to conform to someone else's definition of passion. This is a time to redefine intimacy on your own terms, to explore what feels good, to communicate openly, and to celebrate the fact that pleasure is not bound by age. So, if you have ever felt curiosity, if you have ever wondered whether this form of intimacy has a place in your life, know that you are not alone. Know that there is nothing unnatural, nothing inappropriate, and nothing shameful about seeking pleasure, connection, and new experiences, at any age. Education, patience, and communication are the keys to ensuring that your journey into intimacy remains fulfilling and joyful. Your body is still yours to cherish. Your pleasure is still yours to explore. And your right to experience deep, meaningful connection has no expiration date. Anal intimacy, like any other form of sexual exploration, is not merely a physical act. It is an expression of trust, curiosity, and the profound bond between two people. It is an intimate dance between vulnerability and connection, a journey of deepening affection and shared exploration. For couples in their later years, where emotional intimacy has had decades to mature and flourish, the possibility of venturing into new realms of pleasure can be both exciting and deeply rewarding, if both partners feel safe, comfortable, and genuinely open to the experience. At the heart of any truly fulfilling intimacy, whether in youth or in old age, lies one essential foundation: communication. Open, honest, and heartfelt dialogue between partners is the key to keeping passion alive, to ensuring that every moment of closeness is not just an act, but an experience enriched by trust and understanding. Unfortunately, too many couples remain hesitant to discuss their desires, their fears, or even their curiosities when it comes to exploring new aspects of their sexual relationship. This hesitation often stems from years of cultural conditioning, from deeply ingrained beliefs that certain topics are too private, too awkward, or simply not appropriate for older adults. But the truth is this: age does not diminish the need for intimacy. It does not erase the yearning for closeness, for discovery, for the electric spark that can still ignite between two people who have shared years, perhaps even decades, of life together. If anything, maturity brings with it a unique advantage: a depth of understanding, a wellspring of patience, and a level of self-awareness that can transform intimacy into something far more profound than it ever was in youth. For couples who have been together for many years, the emotional foundation they have built serves as a powerful platform for exploring new dimensions of pleasure. Their relationship has weathered life's storms, endured its trials, and celebrated its joys. This history, this tapestry of shared moments, creates an extraordinary opportunity, a chance to experience each other anew, to rewrite the rules of intimacy, and to venture into uncharted territory with a sense of security and excitement. From a psychological perspective, the exploration of anal intimacy can evoke a range of emotions, some exhilarating, some uncertain, and some deeply personal. For some, it may awaken feelings of excitement, offering a refreshing sense of novelty in a relationship that has settled into familiarity. For others, it may bring about hesitation or apprehension, particularly if past experiences or societal taboos have instilled discomfort around the idea. These feelings are completely natural. Intimacy is not just about physical pleasure. It is about emotional safety, about feeling seen, understood, and accepted by one's partner. Research in sexual psychology has consistently shown that couples who communicate openly about their desires, fears, and boundaries experience a more satisfying and fulfilling sex life, regardless of the specific practices they choose to engage in. When partners create a space where vulnerability is met with patience and reassurance, they build an intimacy that transcends mere physical connection. It becomes a bridge to something much deeper, something that nourishes both the body and the soul. Vulnerability is often feared, but in reality, it is one of the most profound gifts we can offer in intimacy. To share one's innermost desires, to reveal curiosity, to explore something new with a partner, these are acts of courage and trust. When done with mutual consent, care, and understanding, vulnerability does not weaken a relationship, it strengthens it. It fosters a closeness that is rooted not just in passion, but in the undeniable reassurance that one is loved, accepted, and cherished exactly as they are. But beyond the emotional and psychological aspects, there are important medical considerations when discussing anal intimacy, especially as we age. The human body changes over time, and being aware of these changes allows individuals to approach intimacy with wisdom, care, and confidence. Some older adults may experience conditions such as hemorrhoids, anal fissures, or decreased muscle tone, which can make this practice uncomfortable or, in some cases, painful. These concerns should not be ignored or feared, but should instead be acknowledged as natural parts of aging, challenges that can be managed with the right approach. If you experience discomfort or have pre-existing medical conditions, consulting a healthcare professional can provide valuable insight into how to engage in intimacy safely and comfortably. This is not about placing limitations on pleasure. It is about making informed decisions that allow for a fulfilling and enjoyable experience without unnecessary risks. Understanding one's own body, being aware of what is possible, and learning how to navigate intimacy in a way that prioritizes health and pleasure can make all the difference in ensuring a positive experience. One of the most important aspects of anal intimacy, or any form of intimacy, for that matter, is preparation. Proper preparation, patience, and attentiveness are crucial in creating an experience that is not only pleasurable but also safe. Lubrication is an absolute necessity. With age, natural lubrication decreases, making external lubrication essential for reducing discomfort and enhancing pleasure. A high-quality silicone-based or water-based lubricant can make all the difference, transforming what might otherwise be an uncomfortable experience into one of ease, fluidity, and heightened sensation. Relaxation is another essential factor. When the body is tense, discomfort is inevitable. This is why trust and patience are so important. Taking things slowly, prioritizing comfort, and ensuring that both partners are fully at ease can turn what might have been an uncertain experience into one of deep satisfaction and connection. At the core of all of this is one simple but powerful truth. Age is never a barrier to pleasure. It is never too late to explore new dimensions of intimacy, to discover new sources of joy, and to embrace the full range of human connection. If anything, later life offers a unique freedom, the freedom to abandon societal expectations, to explore without fear, and to define intimacy on one's own terms. There are no rigid rules, no predefined expectations, and no limits when it comes to experiencing pleasure. As long as both partners feel comfortable, respected, and eager to explore together, every intimate experience can be a source of joy, discovery, and deep emotional connection. If anal intimacy is something you and your partner feel drawn to, approach it with knowledge, with patience, and most importantly, with an open heart. It can be a profoundly fulfilling experience when engaged in with care, mutual respect, and a genuine desire to enhance the bond you share. At the end of the day, intimacy is about far more than the physical. It is about feeling wanted, feeling desired, feeling deeply connected to someone in a way that words cannot fully describe. It is about creating a space where pleasure is embraced, where curiosity is welcomed, and where every moment together is a celebration of the life you have built with your partner. So if you have ever wondered, if you have ever been curious, know this: you are not alone. You are not too old. And you are absolutely deserving of every ounce of pleasure, closeness, and love that this world has to offer. You may find yourself wondering, how do I know if this form of intimacy is right for me? The answer is not found in external opinions, nor in societal expectations. It is not dictated by age, past experiences, or what is considered normal. The answer lies within you, within your body, your emotions, and the unique connection you share with your partner. The most profound and meaningful guide in any intimate journey is self-awareness. Listen to yourself. Close your eyes and take a moment to reflect. What does the idea of exploring this aspect of intimacy stir within you? Do you feel curiosity, excitement, a sense of possibility? Or do you feel hesitation, uncertainty, or perhaps even discomfort? Every response is valid. There is no right or wrong, only what feels natural, what feels authentic, and what aligns with your personal desires. Equally important is listening to your partner. True intimacy is not a solitary experience. It is a shared journey, a delicate dance between two people who trust each other enough to be vulnerable together. Pay attention not just to the words they say, but to their tone, their body language, and the emotions beneath their words. A conversation about intimacy is not just about what is spoken. It is about what is felt, sensed, and understood on a deeper level. If both you and your partner feel a spark of curiosity, If there is a mutual willingness to explore, then approach it with an open heart and an open mind. Let go of pressure, let go of expectations. Instead, embrace the experience with a sense of playfulness, patience, and above all, mutual respect. The most beautiful moments of intimacy arise not from obligation, but from genuine desire, when both individuals feel free to express themselves without fear of judgment. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment number 2 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. For many couples, especially those who have been together for years or even decades, exploring new dimensions of intimacy can be a gateway to rediscovery. It can reignite a fire that may have quieted under the weight of routine, responsibilities, and the passage of time. It can bring back a sense of excitement, an awakening of passion that may have felt dormant. Some couples describe this as finding a new language of love, a fresh way to connect and cherish each other, even after so many years of togetherness. There is something deeply powerful about realizing that love, attraction, and desire do not have to fade with age. They can evolve, transform, and even grow stronger. A single touch, a shared glance, a whispered moment of trust, all of these can create an intimacy that is far more meaningful than physical sensation alone. They remind us that love is not just about the past we have shared, but about the present we continue to create together. On the other hand, if you feel that this type of intimacy does not align with your desires, that is not just acceptable, it is important to acknowledge and honor. The beauty of sexuality in later life is that there are no rigid rules, no universal scripts to follow. What matters most is that every individual has the freedom to define what pleasure and connection mean to them. Some people may find profound joy in exploring new territories of intimacy, while others may find comfort in the familiar, in the well-worn paths of affection that have brought them happiness throughout the years. Ultimately, there is no right way to experience sexuality, only the way that brings you fulfillment, connection, and a sense of well-being. What matters is not the specific act itself, but the love, the care, and the intention with which it is approached. So, is anal intimacy in old age a good or bad thing? The answer is neither. It is not inherently positive or negative. It is simply an option, a possibility, a door that some may choose to open and others may choose to leave closed. What truly determines its value is the context in which it is experienced. If both partners are in full agreement, if it is approached with care, preparation, and respect, then it can become a deeply rewarding and even transformative experience. At this stage of life, intimacy has the potential to be richer than ever before. Free from the anxieties of youth, free from the pressure to meet external expectations, we are given the opportunity to embrace passion on our own terms. Sexuality does not have to be something that fades into the background. It can remain a vibrant and integral part of our well-being, a source of joy, of closeness, of deep emotional connection. There is no reason to limit ourselves simply because the years have passed. Passion does not recognize age. Desire does not vanish with time. It simply changes, adapts, and takes on new meaning. It can become softer, more patient, more profound. It can be filled with tenderness, with laughter, with an understanding that goes beyond words. The only true barriers are the ones we impose upon ourselves. The only permission needed to embrace pleasure is our own. If you and your partner share the desire, if you approach it with openness and trust, then there is no reason to hold back from experiencing every beautiful, intimate, and fulfilling moment that life has to offer. If this conversation has resonated with you, if it has sparked curiosity, brought comfort, or simply provided a space for reflection, I invite you to share your thoughts. Have you had experiences that have reshaped your understanding of intimacy in later life? Are there questions or insights you wish to explore further? Let's continue this dialogue together, because conversations like these matter. And if you find value in these honest, open discussions, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, Sabia Veja Sexualidad y Salud. Here, we create a space where sexuality, health, and aging are embraced with wisdom, dignity, and a commitment to lifelong pleasure and well-being. Because no matter your age, you deserve intimacy, connection, and the full spectrum of joy that life has to offer. We've covered a lot today, breaking down myths, addressing fears, and opening up an honest conversation about intimacy, pleasure, and connection in later life. But now, I want to hear from you. What have you learned from this discussion? What insight has resonated with you the most? Comment below and share one thing you've learned today that you will bring into practice in your own life. Whether it's a shift in mindset, a new perspective on intimacy, or simply the courage to have an open conversation with your partner, your words matter. Your experience might just inspire someone else to embrace their own journey toward deeper connection and self-acceptance. And if you found this video valuable, please take a moment to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Your support helps us continue bringing meaningful conversations that challenge outdated narratives and empower you to live life fully, at any age. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.